All right, let's get you signed in for the first time. As the previous slide indicated, we're going to go to the following website, workforcenow.adp.com. And when you hit enter, it'll bring up the standard ADP login screen. From here, because this is your first time logging into the system, and you should have received a letter from us indicating your initial registration code. So we're going to go here and click on this register button. And first, we're going to be asked to create our account with a registration code. The registration code for us is EWPCN, all in capitals, -1234. And we click next. And it says, do you want to set up an account with Edmonton West Family Physicians Group? Yes, we do. So it loads the ADP application here, and you're going to be prompted for your first name, last name, as you can see on the screen. So I'm going to put in, we've got a test employee here called nurse, no travel. And I'll explain a little bit of that as we go further into some training. And then you'll also receive via an email an associate ID here, and this is all in uppercase. So here's the code I got. 8EQ. Totally meaningless associate ID, but that's how this user is recognized in the ADP system. Then I'm being prompted for the birth date of this individual, or for myself, I guess it would be, in 1967. And then we have to click on this nice little box that says, I'm not a robot, just to confirm that nobody's trying to log in into their system that shouldn't be. Now it's going to ask for my primary email address. We have a special test one for this particular user, but you'll obviously be using the email that you normally use. I'm assuming most of the time, it will be your EWPCN email, but in some cases, maybe it's your personal email.com. And this is this individual's business email. And then I also need a phone number. Where is this person's phone number? There it is, 780-443-7477, which is the office number here. And the reason for those codes are there is in the event that there's any issues with your login credentials, ADP can contact you, obviously if they identify something that maybe someone else is logging into your account. And as you can see, to avoid answering your security questions during your password reset, you can enter an email address or authorize ADP to send you text messages. I'm not authorizing them to send text messages to our business line, so I'm going to have to answer the skill testing questions. So I've filled out the screen, I hit next. Now it's going to ask me to define a user ID that is unique to me. We're not requiring you to set these up in any way. This is whatever makes sense to you. For the purposes of this individual, I'm just going to make it EWPCN-5. And you can check availability to make sure it isn't used by someone else in the ADP world. They like that one. I'm going to key in a password. Again, totally defined by me. And it identifies what the requirement for a password is here. It must be 8 to 64 characters long and contain at least one letter and one number. So hopefully I've got that. And now I can show password to see that I keyed it right. Yep, that was what I expected to key. So now here's the skill testing security questions. I'm going to pick 3 here. I'm going to pick what was my first pet name, and his name was Spot. And my second question is going to be, what was the first foreign country you visited? I'm going to say USA. And then finally, the first concert I attended. And that's just because it's easy to type, I picked U2. And then you're welcome to read the legal jargon under the access terms and conditions. I'm going to click it, yes, I've read them, and register now. And that's all it takes. As you can see at the top of the screen, congratulations, your registration is complete. That means that user ID that I just created, ewpcn.com, or sorry, ewpcn-5, is a valid ID. Hopefully I remembered my password, sunshine1, and that will be how I'll log in. And you can see I can go straight to ADP Workforce Now via this click, and I will be able to put in my EWPCN-5 and my password that I created, sunshine1, should allow me into our PCN ADP environment. And as you can see on the screen, it is in fact our portal here to their system. I can see that I am logged in as Nurse No Travel up here in the top right-hand corner. My little picture of myself, or my cartoon of myself, is up here in the system, and I'm ready to go. And that's how we log in.